Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Kate Hernando again, and for today's video, we will be reacting on the video entitled Teen Voices, Who Are You on Your Social Media? So, actually this is an educational video because it is a reaction based on our requirement, which Sergi gave exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions in order to react on this video. We are given the freedom to tackle about other things which makes us relatable to the video as teenagers. First question is, what social networks do you usually use? Personally, I frequently use Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But my recently updated social media account is Instagram, which I updated last 2020 only. Okay, so why those 3 social media platforms? First, Facebook. It has all my mutual friends, including my family members or my family relatives. Second, Instagram. Why Instagram? That is where I post my beauty pics, the ones who, where I edit some of them to have a good Instagram fit. And that's where I also post random stories like my post-workout routine, the places I go to, where I visit, the adventurous time of mine. And lastly is Twitter. That is where I have the freedom to tweet everything I want because followers is very limited. And when it comes in Twitter, there's not much judgmental people. Like, you can have all the freedom. You want to tweet anything you want about yourself, about how you feel during the day. It's like an open book for us Twitter users. How much time do you spend on social media? Well, my answer would be, it depends on the day. When it's weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays, I actually spend more time on social media. If not on social media, I spend time on flipping or watching movies on Netflix, but mostly on social media. But when it is weekdays, Mondays to Fridays, I just have limited time to scroll on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram because I'm too occupied to work on my online class requirements, or we frequently have online classes through Zoom, Discord, or Google Meet. So yeah, it depends on the time of the day. What are some benefits of having social networks in our lives? Personally, for me, it has its advantages and disadvantages. First, it has some good benefits. For example, there are times that I don't want to talk to someone personally, physically, or through chat. And when I scroll to, for example, to Twitter, and when I'm currently sad within that day, when I see quotes that relates to what I'm feeling in that current time, kind of comforts me, which is a good thing for me. It's like social media platforms are like a body to me that somewhat relates to what I'm currently feeling, which in some ways comforts me as a person. Let's move on to its disadvantages. Sometimes we depend on it. Sometimes it causes us anxiety. For example, whenever we post picture of ours and no one likes it, or it only has few likes, it makes us think that we're not good enough, or we're not pretty enough, we're not handsome enough to post that picture, which sometimes makes us pity ourselves or makes us look down on ourselves, which is a very bad thing to do. What type of information should you include in your social network? Well, for me, since social network is very, very, very broad world in this time of our generation, you should always pick and choose wisely the type of information you disseminate to your followers, to your friends, be it Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You should always pick and choose wisely in what type of information of yourself you will give to the public, because you'll never know what they think, you'll never know what happens to that sensitive information you're ready to disseminate to the public. So I say that it's good to have a social media account to be connected to the world and all, but you should not just think twice, thrice, always think of it as a very important thing to do. It's not just a piece of information that you can easily give people who doesn't deserve it. And yes, I think this will be the end of the video because I think we've answered all the 5 questions Sergi gave us. And that's all, fam. See you on my next vid.